I'm standing in what has been fondly called as the tent site because of all the events that have taken place here where they erect a big white tent. But in the near future, this could be a brand new Class A office space with a 26-story building. Hey everybody, I'm Palm Beach's Paul. Welcome back to my channel. So once again, I'm coming to you from West Palm Beach, the ever-changing West Palm Beach, and the skyline is changing every day. West Palm Beach is starting to look like a major metropolitan city, not the small town that it once was when I moved here 30 years ago. And yes, the site that I'm sitting on right now here in the middle of downtown West Palm Beach is called the tent site, but they do have plans to put a new 26-story building here called West Palm Point. And that is just one of the many new buildings that are coming here to West Palm Beach, which is getting nicknames like Miami Lite, Brickell of the North, and you've heard the financial one for all the financial companies coming here, the Wall Street of the South. But as you look around, you can see some of the buildings that are behind me, spin back over here. You got some of the older buildings. That over there in Rosemary, that's over in the square. I believe it's 365 Rosemary, is a brand new residential building going up. It's gonna be rentals over there, luxury rentals. And then you've got some buildings that have been here a while, but and then where I was, that beautiful scenic view of downtown West Palm Beach was right up there on top of the Canopy Hotel. And I was up there on their rooftop. That's a really cool place to check out, by the way. But West Palm Beach is changing. It's changing fast. There are so many cranes going up and projects going up that'll make your head spin. So today we're gonna talk about those, including the $1 billion brand new district. Yes, they're building a brand new district in West Palm Beach called the Nora. That's for north of the railroad. We're talking about that and a whole lot more. So I'm gonna hop in the car and let's get started. This is a Wednesday afternoon, about lunchtime, and you can see how crowded it is. It's also season in South Florida, so obviously there's a lot of people down here visiting during the warmer winter that we have than they have up north, and it's also spring break, so there's a lot of people here. So one of the things I really love about coming down to downtown West Palm Beach and walking around, which I haven't done in all the 30 years I've been here. We used to come down here when my wife and I lived close by and stuff, but it's kind of just seeing all the cool buildings when I get out and kind of start exploring, like this one. Check this out. Look at this behind me. And I don't have a zoom on my DJI camera, but you see the gargoyle up there, and it's the Leomar building. I don't know what it is, but it's just cool. Get back to my car before I get a ticket. That is the one thing. There's no free parking left in West Palm Beach. I mean, none that I've ever seen, but it's not too bad. It wasn't that expensive to park. So, and I usually just add a few seconds, you know, like a few minutes, whatever. And then when it starts getting low, I'll add a few more minutes, depending on if I need more time. But all right, well, we're gonna go check out a new district called the Nora District in a little bit. But first, I'm gonna head over to Flagler, and I wanna show you where some of the new high-rise luxury condominiums are coming. All right, hey, once again, we are back here at this beautiful waterfront site. A couple years ago, I was here when I was doing my video, Wall Street South, when I was talking about West Palm Beach, the Wall Street of the South, and I stood in this very same spot. Matter of fact, the building behind me, the Forte, this is what it looked like back then. And this is what it looks like now. And you can see that it's made a lot of progress. So the Forte is a boutique luxury condo building. It's gonna have 41 units, and they're 4 and 5 bedroom condos. And what they have left right now, as I was just spoken to one of the reps, is things priced from 14 plus million to 47 million. So somewhere in between there, you could buy one of the remaining units. Now, when I made that video a couple years ago, as you see, that thing wasn't even off the ground. They were just, working on the groundwork. And behind me, I'll spin around here and show you. That's Alara. Alara is complete. It's done. People live in it. It's a finished product. And that was just being finished at the time. And I talked about some of the other condo buildings that were going up, like Alara and Alba Palm Beach. But since that time, there have been so many more new projects that have either started or are gonna start that it's just, there's so many new luxury properties coming here. It's amazing. Now, there's a lot of money that is in West Palm Beach. West Palm Beach has been growing over the years, and a lot of wealth has been moving here in those years. Now, it's always been a wealthy place because that over there, see those little ships? Yeah, that's Palm Beach. That is where the super wealthy live here in South Florida, world famous Palm Beach. Donald Trump and everybody else over there who lives there with their money. But, and so you can't build over there. There's no high rises over there. So what do? They turn to West Palm Beach. And for years, you had nothing but some of the older condo buildings that were built in maybe the 70s, the 80s. But now, as you can see behind me, they're building more new high-rise. All right, so I'm gonna read out some notes that I have here that talk about just how wealthy West Palm Beach is. So from 2012 to 2022, West Palm Beach grew by millionaires, the growth, by 90%. In that report, it said at the time there were 9,400 millionaires, 64 centimillionaires, and 6 billionaires living in West Palm Beach. And West Palm Beach ranked 3 as a city where millionaires and billionaires are buying second homes. And obviously, that's true because we are a huge destination for people who winter here in the vacation. Matter of fact, a man named Henry Flagler built an entire island just off that premise. Little history fact, Henry Flagler built the Breakers Hotel and Whitehall, and he invited all his friends to come down there and winter in Palm Beach. And that's how the term wintering took place or came about, and where all the wealthy people started to come to South Florida for the winter. All right, I told you guys I'm a history geek. But as I said, since that last video, there's been a lot going on. And if I step up here and try not to fall into the water, I don't want to fall in that water. You can see behind me, there's more new construction going on, and that's because there's another brand new luxury high-rise going up right over here. So behind me is going to be the newest condo building, and it's going to be South Flagler House. And it's going to have 108 2 to 5 bedroom condos, townhouses, penthouses, and guest suites right here. So you can see the construction is still happening. And when I spoke to the agent for Forte, she said they only had like 5 or 6 units left, and she's already got another project she's telling me about, and that one is already getting orders on it. So the wealthy are moving here, the wealthy have been here, and they're still coming, and they're buying these luxury waterfront condos. I'm not sure of a completion date for those condos, but they're gonna be priced between 7.8 million and 20 million, and that would be for like a 4-bedroom, 5-bath, so one of the larger units. But as you can see, there's a lot of growth, a lot of stuff happening here, but we're gonna go up a little bit here on Flagler because there's another condo building that I'm going to point out to you, and that's just up north a little ways. So let's head up there. And there's also going to be a lot of commercial space that's going up. That behind me, you see the cranes back there, that building that's now going up, which wasn't there last time, that's one Flagler. That's a 25-story, 285,000 square feet Class A office building, which is going to be just a beacon for West Palm Beach. It's actually going to have a 19,000 square foot terrace looking out over on Palm Beach. And there's gonna be some fine restaurants there and shopping. And what's really cool is there's an old Church of Science, or I don't think it's Scientology, but Church of Science that's there. It's an old church. It's built in 1928, and they're gonna basically save that and keep it there forever. So that's gonna be a cool thing to see, because that building is very significant to Palm Beach County architecture, and it's been there for a long time. So I've driven by it many times. It is a cool building. So, but that's just an example of some of the Class A office space that's going up here amongst many other buildings that are popping up here in West Palm Beach. course, this project here is called The Square, formerly known as City Place. And there's a lot going on here. It's still mostly shopping, as you can see, but there are some new buildings that are going up here. You'll see on the left up here, you have, I believe it's 365. I pointed that out earlier in the building. And this is going to be the luxury rentals that are popping up. And you can see they're working on that right there to your left. And then all this to the right is office space that's coming in. And they're going to have the West Tower, I believe what they call it. And again, all this is being built by Related Group. So they're pretty much building most of all this down here. But this right here, that's the new luxury rentals that will be coming. And then over on the side here where they took out the movie theater and a lot of stuff, you'll have another building with 26-story tower, Class A office space that will be going up there. So you can see it's constantly changing. City Place, what this used to be called, now the Square is changing. And this is just a lot of this, like I said, is Related Group, who owns so much of the space down here in West Palm Beach, but they're not the only builder. At 426 feet tall, it's going to clutch the title of the highest building in West Palm Beach, which is pretty cool. And the backstory on this is this building was being worked on before COVID, and then it stopped, and then they weren't sure if he was going to finish it. And then he got back in and started building it again. So it's been being built for quite a long time. But it looks like they're getting to the end of it. And it's kind of cool if you look up there how it kind of sits. The blocks are not like exactly centered. It's a very cool looking building. So that is one of Jeff Green's projects. And we're going to go by and show you another one that he's going to start, some luxury condo buildings, as we head up north on Flagler. All right, and this is 1901 North Flagler, and what is a Temple Israel, I guess, is going to be taken down, and they're going to put up another luxury condo building here called Shorecrest, and it's going to be right here, right next to Alara. So as you can see, hospitals that way, condo, and there's even more condos further up the road. We're going to head up there just a little bit because Jeff Green has plans to build two 30-story tall twin luxury condo buildings. It's a busy road. Try not to get hit. My job's dangerous. Coming up on the left, you'll see Alara. So there's Alara, which is going up. That's one of the projects that we talked about in the last video, and they're just starting to break ground. So for years, as I drove down Flagler, this is Flagler right here, North Flagler, I always wondered what was going to be done with all this space because it has been empty for years. And even before I was a realtor, I was like, why haven't they built something here? Well, so going back to the early 2000s, Jeff Green has been amassing lots of land. He's been buying up property here for years, and he owns this property behind me. So he's one of the billionaires that we talked about, and he has plans to build a 30-story, 150-unit luxury condo project right here between Piccadilly and 23rd. Now, you would imagine building a luxury project like that, people want a beautiful view, right? Well, one of our parks behind me is Curry Park, and it's been here for years. We used to actually put our jet skis in over there when I lived in West Palm. And well, Curry Park, like a lot of parks throughout the United States, has become a place for the homeless. But as you can see, they've got it now fenced off. And they're planning a multi-million-dollar project to make it trucks love me when I record, a world-class waterfront park destination. And you can see the view's beautiful, but as you go down here, you'll see, and I'm not going to put them on camera, there's a lot of homeless people, and it's really dirty. So as the city develops and they build, they are going to clean this up, and the homeless people will have to find somewhere to stay, unfortunately. But it is a really pretty view. And of course, you can see back here, There's already been some buildings and some development. And as you go a little bit over to this way, you get into the Northwood District, which I did a video about that. And that's a historic old West Palm Beach district with really beautiful homes built back in like the 1920s and then again in the 1940s after the war. It's pretty cool. But all right, so a lot of new condos going up, a lot of Class A office space. And there's one other project, which is the biggest one that's going on in West Palm Beach, and that's called Nora. And it is going to be a brand new district. And we're going to drive over there and see what we can see. Now, it is a little difficult to get in there because they're doing construction, so I don't know what I'll be able to get to, but we're going to head over there and see what we can find. By the way, I was curious how much land Jeff Green owned. It's 26 acres of waterfront property around here. Not bad. I guess when you're a billionaire, you can own all that. All right, guys, we're gonna head over to Nora and check out the new Nora District. All right, guys, here we are back in West Palm Beach, down in the downtown West Palm Beach. We never left West Palm Beach. There's the one Palm West, right? The towers that Jeff Green's building. And here we are. This is Nora. Nora is gonna be a $1 billion project that is redeveloping an entire district, and you can see the work going on right now. As we come down here, you probably can't see, but way in the background, the road, that's Palm Beach Lakes. Way up there, you can't see it, I know on this camera, but so they are redeveloping this whole area, and it's going to go from basically the railroad to the west, all the way up to Palm Beach Lakes. Then it's going to go east to Dixie, and then back down to Quadrille, which is back here. And they have been buying up businesses and homes, and just they're redeveloping this entire thing. And it's going to be the largest project in West Palm Beach history. And it's going to be similar to like Wynwood in Miami. They're going to have a lot of high-end restaurants and gyms and yoga and just all sorts of cool stuff. But it's going to be very walkable. They're going to have what they call curbless sidewalks and just a lot of streets and places to chill out. It's pretty amazing, and I'm super excited about this project. I think it's gonna be really cool. It's a big project, and I think West Palm Beach needs it. Obviously, I can't go back in here because it's private and it's construction, they're doing work, but so the place is being developed by NDT Development, and they've done some other big projects, and this is gonna be a huge project for the city. And like I said, what they're doing is they're taking the buildings, as you can see, and they're keeping the shells and just gutting them. And they're putting in new sewer, new electrical, new water lines. Everything is being redone, but they're keeping the shells. So that sign said back there, railroad, so it's north of the railroad. This is an old railroad area, and a lot of these are old warehouses that were, along the railroad tracks, and they had just like all kinds of different businesses you can imagine here. I was trying to think what I was just talking to some guys that have a taekwondo shop right down here, which is not part of Nora, but he's pretty happy to see it coming up because his building is right back there. Now they're not touching that, but he's happy because it'd bring more business to him. But pretty cool. And so, but you had like just concrete. They had, what did he say? There was one that had a granite store or something like that, and just a lot of big warehouses, as you can imagine. And well, as you can see, they're just kind of going through and gutting them, then restoring what they can, and then they're gonna have some really neat businesses come in here. So the first phase of Nora is gonna include 150,000 square feet of adaptive reuse and new development, and will be homes to best-in-class hospitality, retail, and wellness. Yeah, I'm reading off a piece of paper. Phase 2 is actively being planned and will feature significant hotel, office, and residential development. So it's going to be a really cool thing to see happen here. It's definitely going to change West Palm Beach. It's already becoming a place that everybody knows. It always has been, but it's really putting itself on the map with all this new development and the new high-rises, and the whole city is just changing right in front of my eyes. So all these businesses, I guess, are going to be bought out at some point. Now they're going to have cobblestone streets and curbless sidewalks, lush landscaping. There's already some homes that are going to stay, and they're going to add more homes to it. So, there are going to be some people, I guess, that are staying from what it said, but they'll just have a whole lot of new stuff added to it. So with all this, You can see going back this way. A lot of this stuff will be gone. Pretty cool mural, huh? So as you can see on the other side, they also have, which isn't part of Nora, but they've got other places going up. They got new condos going all the way up and down the street. And so they're just building. I guess these might be rentals, I'm not sure. But West Palm Beach is transforming, man. It's just a growing city with so much going on. But Nora's pretty cool. Like I said, it's a huge project, and you know, they also have office space that will be there, and I think a hotel at some point. So they'll be working on that project, and I'll be bringing it to you as the time goes on. You know, by the time that thing's done, could be a couple years. And but I think they're trying for 2025, at least for the first phase. So if you know when that happens, I can hopefully bring it to you. By the way, guys, if you like these videos, me showing you all the development that's taking place here in West Palm Beach, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to click the little bell so you can get notified. And leave a comment. Tell me what you think about all the projects that I've been showing you and about Nora here. Also, if you want to keep supporting me, you can go to www.buymeacoffee.com/PalmBeachesPaul. I'll put a link down below. And that's just a way that you guys can support me so I can continue making these videos. I appreciate all the support, appreciate all the love you guys have been giving me. Thanks. By the way, I did get a list of some of the places that are going in here. So some of the first places you'll find in here that for food, they'll have Celis Juice Bar, Juliana's Pizzeria out of Brooklyn, H&H Bagels, Local Taqueria, and Oyster Bar. And the Garrett Group is going to be creating a sports bar. So you'll have quite a few things to see, but there'll be a whole lot more coming, I'm sure, over the years. So I'm gonna have to come back and do a video when they've got more of this built and talk to the guys at the karate place. I forgot the name that he said, but it's not karate, but Alec was a really cool guy. So I'm gonna definitely come back and plug them guys because they're cool. And it's a local business. But, well, hey, what do you guys think? That's West Palm Beach and the Nora and all the new high rises that's going on. West Palm Beach is quickly becoming a major city. Some are referring to it as Miami Lite, kind of like, you know, the light version of Miami. I know I said in one of my videos before, they called it Brickell of the North. But it's growing and it's going to keep getting bigger and I think better. Obviously, it's going to get a little more crowded, but, you know, I think it's got some good stuff coming. And so anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. I really appreciate it. I like bringing these kind of videos to you. I know we've had a lot of videos about negative stuff, and I want to bring something positive that's going on here in Palm Beach County. So, and I'm hungry, so I got to get a bite to eat, but wherever you are in the world, get out, enjoy paradise, and I'll talk to you next time. All right, see you next week. Take care.
Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, win, win.